he's taller. Hey everyone. Welcome to ComicsPriceGuide.com presents Tales from the Geek. I am Erin the Mechanic.
I'm B the Dova Queen.
I'm Mads.
And we are here at Dragon's Lair, Comics and Fantasy, Austin,
It's
Texas.
comic day.
Woo! About that time. Guys, I gotta tell you, Harry Potter World was awesome.
I'm so jealous.
So,
Did you drink butterbeer for me?
I did. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
I
It
heard
was so
that there
good.
are 3 different kinds. There's a slushy kind that's like a margarita.
Yeah, it was good.
And that was good. And then I heard that there's a warm kind.
I didn't try the warm
I
kind.
bet you because it's cold.
Oh, because it's hot
It's hot
outside.
outside. They want to keep it.
Yeah.
But there's apparently
So I
like
have to
one
go
version.
back in the winter.
I guess we all do.
Yeah.
So that's that.
If you guys want to fund that, keep that on your memo.
Yeah.
So it was great. But yeah, I tried the slushy kind, let's just say twice, because, you know, once wasn't enough. And it was so good. It was like sweet, but like didn't leave that horrible sick aftertaste. Instead, it was like really nice, like refreshing aftertaste.
Yeah, kind of like subtly sweet.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
So,
like butterbeer should be.
Go check it out
Yeah.
if you haven't. It was awesome. So got some comics?
Comics.
Let's do those first.
Okay, so the first one we have is
Go Power Rangers! Sorry.
I missed out on that.
It
I was
is-
looking at the back which had Batman,
You're like,
so I was confused.
No.
It's the new Boom series. It's about the original Power Rangers, and it's a sister title to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is about like them being like fighting and
Morphing?
morphing, yes, and everything. Well, this one is about them being in high school, and they deal with the fact that they're
I'm just kidding.
superheroes, but it's mostly about their like day-to-day lives in high school and everything.
well,
so
there you go.
I think it's a good like sister title to the other one because I've only read the first volume of the other one, but I think they work well together.
Yeah.
Hopefully they
So
will.
if you like the others, check this one. Great fun.
The next one we have is BPRD, The Devil You Know.
I like that.
It's a new BPRD series, which if you don't know, that's the Hellboy. It's a thing off of Hellboy that is this association he works for that's it's like Bureau for Paranormal something. I can't remember exactly what it stands for, but it's
Comment down below.
it's what he works for. And this one is about like Lovecraftian horror.
Love.
So if you see on the cover, there's a weird Victorian doll. So
That's creepy.
scary.
No cornea.
Yeah.
This centers around Liz Sherman, who she's a character in Hellboy, but and it is very scary. It's got like
Couldn't tell from the cover.
it's very Lovecraftian, and it kind of gets you underneath the level. Like it's not like directly like, oh, this is scary, y'all.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that was scary when I thought about it.
Now that I think about the truth behind that.
Yeah.
And I think it's a mini-series. I'm not sure. I didn't do any research on this one, but this is a #1. We always do #1. Sometimes we don't, but this is #1.
But usually we do, but not all the time.
Yeah, Mike Mignola is one of the writers, but he doesn't do the art. The art is by Lawrence Campbell.
Nice.
So check it out if you like to be slightly creeped out, but very creeped out.
And then our last one is The Legend of Korra trade. This isn't coming out in issues, it's just coming out in volumes. So I didn't read all of it because it's longer, but I read some of the beginning of it. It pretty much picks up directly after they come back from the spirit world.
Oh, nice.
And there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in Avatar Land, and it's
Which I love.
very, very heavy on the Sami and Korra.
Really?
Yeah, like in the
I'm
first
so glad.
Not upset about that.
in the
I'm
first
so
few
glad.
pages, they straight up kiss.
Whoa!
Look at that.
It's cute.
Going right in.
Love it.
Yeah. No joke there.
And it was very cute, and it kind of deals with everyone being like, oh, I guess they're dating now. And
Nope, they're just kissing.
and then and it's really cute, and I didn't get to finish it, but I'm looking forward to the rest of the series because this is just the first book. I don't know what their schedule for coming out is, if they're coming out monthly or if they're coming out like for 2 months.
But you'll be watching.
Yeah, so next time one comes out, I'll let you all know.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I have for this week.
Any other crazy mention?
No. I was trying to think and I couldn't think of one.
No.
Ah!
Nope.
Okay,
Books
so
and
on to news.
On to news.
And we've got news.
Good news, everyone.
Oh, I love good news.
Because, so everybody knows Matt Groening. They know Futurama. Well, guess what? there's a new Netflix animated series that he's planning that is going to be basically Game of Thrones inspired. So like picture Futurama and Game of Thrones. Like,
Oh gosh, that seems awesome.
I'm
and
so
funny.
excited. I'm like,
So it's just like high fantasy.
high fantasy,
Yeah.
but
like
still
humor, but also-
And
Oh,
I'm
cool.
so
That sounds
excited.
fun.
I like this idea.
I've been missing. I'm waiting for Rick and Morty. I've caught up with Bob's Burgers. I'm like ready for my next cartoon adventure. So
And here it
and
is.
here it is. Lo and
Ready
behold,
for you.
not quite yet, but it will be on Netflix coming soon. So that's exciting.
We don't have a
Not
date
soon
yet.
enough.
Not a date yet.
Okay.
Just
So
not soon
announced.
enough.
Not soon enough, but
Yeah.
someday.
I like
So that's gonna be cool.
Oh, can I talk about this one?
Yes.
Okay, so like every DC movie, they're doing a ton of reshoots for Justice
yeah.
League, and well, what happened was Henry Cavill, who plays Superman, signed on to do a different movie because he thought he was done with Justice League. He's doing Mission Impossible 6, and he grew a mustache for that movie.
And it's like a full-on.
It's a mustache, if I've ever
like,
seen
I mustache
one.
very
Question.
majestic.
And he's not allowed to shave it. He's like under contract that he can't shave it. So while he's doing reshoots for Justice League, they're gonna have to digitally remove his mustache.
CGIing his mustache away.
You guys, that is the funniest thing. When I read that online, I was like, is this real?
Yeah, I was like, this has to be an Onion article.
Yes, I just want to see the original footage without them. Are they gonna like put green screen dye on his mustache?
I don't
What are
know
they
how
gonna
they're
do? How are they
doing
gonna do
it.
this? I'm excited for that.
That's
Put that
funny.
on the special features.
Yeah,
Dude,
bonus
please.
features.
It'd be really
Yeah.
funny to watch him doing the whole thing with a mustache.
Oh yeah.
And then it'd
just
be
like
taken off.
like you just see his chest and it
I
pans
saw
up.
Yeah.
a comic book writer named Cameron Stewart who also does art. He drew Superman with a mustache. And he's like, this looks like Freddie Mercury. And then someone like dug up a bunch of
No.
like art, a bunch of pictures of Freddie Mercury like being carried around by men in Superman shirts, and I was like, yes.
Yes, that's what
That
it is,
is
right there. That's funny.
Oh my gosh, now I have to look that up. So good. Oh, speaking of cartoon, skipping back, skipping forward, Bob's Burgers apparently is going to have a 1-hour Christmas special featuring my favorite Sith. Is he a Sith yet?
I think he's tapping into the
he's
Sith
tapping
Force.
into the
Getting
Sith.
there.
But he does
Adam
have a red
Driver.
lightsaber.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is a Sith. No, he's not full on.
He's not Sith mode
He's
yet.
not a Darth.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
a Sith.
Yeah.
Important distinction.
Yes. So he's going to be on the hour special of Bob's Burgers for Christmas.
What's he gonna be? Did they release anything?
They did
about
not
it?
say.
Oh wow.
They got
good.
time,
I'm
right?
hoping
They got
for
time.
like mall Santa.
Oh my gosh.
So that'd be really neat. But
I love
yeah,
that idea.
no.
If they need
clue.
ideas, tap in right here.
Hey,
You
call
got a
me out.
paper niece for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yes, please.
Or credits, either way. Or both.
Or Starbucks gift cards.
Or send us to Harry
Or send
Potter
us to
World.
Harry Potter World. Or,
During the winter.
even better, guys, this isn't on there, but I found this out. Okay, so WizardCon here in Austin is in November, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you have noticed, our logo is Tales from the Geek is Aquaman themed.
Yeah, I
Who
heard
is
this
our
too, yeah.
Official.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa is coming to WizardCon.
Woo!
So I'm gonna try and
it.
get
Tales
like
from the Geek
the
kits.
take a bunch of Tales from the Geek stuff, and then maybe take my camera and meet Jason Momoa. So if you want to
Cross
sponsor
our
that,
fingers.
let me know. But I want
Because I will do that.
I'm like,
Don't ask me twice.
Khal Drogo.
Hey.
Okay, so, but also, he is near and dear to our hearts because,
Speaking of Drogo,
speaking of segue,
That was just all the setup for this
yes,
next thing.
I totally thought it out, guys.
plan
So,
things.
George R.R. Martin this week announced 2 new books, and they were kind of talked about before, but now it's like official.
It's
so that's neat.
official.
So one of them, Winds of Winter, the next actual book in the series,
Still doesn't have a
still
date.
does not have a release date.
It's like
Who's
Kingdom Hearts
surprised?
3 of
It's
the
like
Game of Thrones books.
Exactly, it's the same thing. But the one that did get a release date is Fire and Blood. It is basically covering the vast, crazy history that is House Targaryen. It's going to go in depth.
Is it kind of
apparently,
like-
Wow.
like the Mad King and all of them?
Oh,
Very-
the stuff that's only been alluded to.
Yes.
exciting.
It's really awesome.
Excited for that. That does have a release date. I don't know if I said 2019. At least we
Very-
have a year.
No, we have 2 years by
No,
now.
a year,
I know.
like set.
Yeah.
But it's 2 years.
But yes. Anyway.
But at least
it's
you're
happening.
right, we
It's
do.
moving. It's
Yeah.
moving forward.
And we
so
know
it's
when
good.
we'll be getting it.
Yes. So, ooh, this is fun because here in Austin we love Danny Trejo.
We are all love Danny
we
Trejo.
we love Danny Trejo. He comes all the time.
Or else.
I don't know him personally, but I've seen him from far away, and I was like, hey. But anyway, The Flash has announced, the TV show, not the actual Flash, has announced that he is going to be playing the baddie next season.
Ooh.
What? So that's
Who's
really
it
cool.
supposed to
So
be?
get geared
Like what?
They did not say.
Oh, they haven't.
It just says.
I
as
can't
bad
think
guy.
of who he would play as the bad guy. Like what supervillain, but it might not be a supervillain.
Ooh, comment down below. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Who would he be?
Who would it
Rogues
be?
Gallery.
Yes.
I like it.
So that's exciting. Okay. Iron Fist, I was not a huge fan.
I watched all of it though, even though you're right. I also was not a huge fan, but I just
just
couldn't
like-
look away. It's like a train wreck.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't that
yeah,
bad. It was good.
It
but
was
not
just
that-
like
yeah.
meh. I mean, after like Luke
Yeah.
Cage and
Yeah, exactly. I just didn't
Jessica Jones.
grow like so close to the protagonist. I was
I
like,
personally don't think Finn Jones is a very good actor. I think that was the problem.
I think that's half of it.
Yeah.
I mean, like
just-
there's like a Sean William Scott vibe that wants to be there that just isn't.
And I
you know
just-
what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, he didn't have to do a lot in that, so it was just like, oh, yes, stand there and look pretty, but...
But it's still Marvel and,
And it's
Marvel.
and he's also like got so much to grow. I think the character needs to grow a lot more, and I think that's also why, for at least for me, I'm like, I don't like where the character's at. Like he needs to be growing a lot further by now. Yeah, so I'm hoping that like the next seasons will be him
Yeah,
growth,
me
his
too.
growth, and then we all love him.
Well,
I think he's supposed to grow up a lot in Defenders.
that's what I hear.
Yeah.
And they just
okay.
announced season 2 for Iron
But
Fist.
Misty's
so-
gonna be in it, and they
Yes.
said
So
they
check it
wanted Misty and Colleen to have a Daughters of the Dragon TV show, so that's
gonna
what
be
I'm excited about.
So check that out.
So that's
Watch it, see if he's growing.
probably coming out next year, early next
Do
year.
it.
So I don't know about this. So there's a Joker and a Harley Quinn movie that is now in the works. Suicide Squad.
That's interesting.
They're bringing back Jared Leto and Margot Robbie. I think Margot Robbie can do no wrong.
I love her.
think she's just lovely and gorgeous and wonderful, and I loved her in Wolf of Wall Street. She's so hilarious in Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, that's happening.
That's interesting.
I saw
don't
that Jared
know.
Leto was in talks to play Bloodshot from Valiant, and I was like,
No, they announced.
Oh.
What is his name? Negan. Walking Dead.
Jeffrey D. Morgan.
Jeffrey D. Morgan.
He would be such a
I
good
saw that
Bloodshot.
today. I saw that today. I didn't put it on the list.
But it's okay because it still covered it.
Yes.
Woo!
You did
He
it.
would be a good Bloodshot.
Jeffrey
I'm
D.
excited
Morgan.
about that.
I saw, and someone
Good
like,
name. I was not gonna pull that out.
I think I saw
I was
it, like right before. I think I was in the parking lot, and I was like on the Nerdist, and I was like.
yeah.
So yes,
Yeah, because I
think it's
saw, I
Jeffrey
like
D.
literally
Morgan.
this morning saw them saying that Jared Leto was going to play him, but now it's going to be Jeffrey D. Morgan. Yeah,
I think so.
I love Jeffrey D.
Don't-
Morgan. He is so.
I liked him since
hot.
Grey's Anatomy, man. Stop it.
I liked him since he was the bad dad on Supernatural.
There you go. Yeah,
Bad dad. Bad dad.
dad. Oh, also yesterday, not today because I wrote this yesterday. Linda Carter,
yeah.
happy birthday!
Yay! Happy birthday, Linda.
We need to do the spinning.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a birthday. Yeah. I like it.
I posted on my
Now I'm
Facebook
dizzy.
page, like her like punching a guy because it said "Happy Birthday, Linda Carter," and she like punches a guy and then he like flies into the ocean. It was
Flies
beautiful.
into the sun.
Yeah,
That's
just,
what
like,
you need. That's a birthday.
Icarus is.
That's a real birthday.
That's a real birthday. So
That's all we have.
That's all we have.
Awesome.
Yay! And on a happy birthday note. So catch you guys next week.
So now that I'm in my new space, we have some pretty cool plans coming up. The next group that we're planning on doing, or the next set that we're planning on doing, is princesses. We have our Anna and Elsa costumes, and with those costumes we've been able to visit hospitals and do some other cool, like, kid-friendly stuff. So our goal is, by making some more princesses and kid-friendly things, we can, I don't know, do more charity stuff. So, upcoming plans. We have princesses groups. I'm going to be doing the Swan Princess, And then M is going to be doing Ariel, and Evie is going to be Belle. We're all a bit tight on time right now, so we'll see how it all works out. I actually have a photo shoot in about a month, and the theme is cosplay ballerinas. And this one princess that I'm making, I'm hoping will be able to do double duty. I'm going to separate the top and the bottom, and the top I can match with a tutu for the cosplay ballerina shoot, and then do a full skirt for Comic-Cons. So that's exciting. What I'm hoping to show you today is how I'm doing some of my patterning. So normally what I do is I have a couple basic patterns that I like to reuse and modify a little bit. Today I'm trying something a little different. So as you can see, I have my mannequin. Ooh, mannequin. And you can see I have these purple strings on it, and that's showing me where I want to put my seams. And so what I'm going to do is cut out some parchment paper to make those shapes. And then I will add seam allowances, and then, yeah, hopefully I'll have the pattern for my bodice for Swan Princess. So, follow along. Okay guys, so I have my top patterned out, or at least the bustier portion. I still need to do the sleeves, and I'm going to be trying something a little bit different with them. So as you can see, the goal is to make sure that all the little paper pieces lie flat, because our bodies are 3D and fabric comes in big flat sheets. So my goal is to make sure that everything fits together. You'll also notice that the way I do it, all my lines line up exactly, so I don't have any, let's see if I can slowly turn this. I don't have seam allowances built in yet. So I will do that when I'm actually cutting it out. And yeah, don't forget about seam allowances. Those are important. And I only do half of the body because for each piece I'll cut out 2, and then it'll be a mirror image on each side. So up next, sleeves. So what I have here is a pattern of a sleeve, pattern piece of a sleeve from another pattern that I have that I know fits me fairly well, and it fits me fairly tight. So Odette, the Swan Princess, has these very big poofy sleeves. So I'm going to start with this sleeve that fits me nice, and then I made a copy of it, which is this. This will be the teal bit, and this will be the white bit. I made it a little bit longer because the sleeve is a little bit longer. And then yeah, I'm going to modify it so it becomes that nice big poofy princess sleeve. So to take my sleeve from flat to extra princess poofy, I followed a Pinterest pin I found where I have these pieces, which are my original pattern. I slit them and I spaced them out, so it's going to be a little bit bigger, and then I add a little bit at the top and a little bit at the bottom, so when I gather it all together, it should make my little poof sleeves. Now I have to do this to the bottom of the sleeve. One thing I'm realizing I don't really like about using parchment paper for the pattern, even though it looks really nice and clean, it's very smooth and none of my tape really sticks to it. The masking tape right now is more of just like a gentle suggestion over holding anything in place. So luckily I could trace around it, and that's also why I'm currently using some newsprint instead of the parchment paper underneath, because newsprint is actually what I use most of the time. It doesn't look as clean, but I can tape stuff to it. And it's very inexpensive considering I get it with my Sunday sale flyers. So yeah, Princess Poof Sleeve, part 1. Okay, so I finally finished patterning all my pieces. As you can see, I got a sleeve that doesn't really look like much right now, but I promise you it's going to be big and poofy and beautiful. And then I have my bodice, and I have everything just sort of like pinned together right now. And yeah, with all these pattern pieces, I can now start using fabric, start putting it together, and become the princess I was meant to be. Or, just Odette. But yeah. So patterning from scratch and patterning from modifying a pattern.